Surprising powers, ailments growing stronger, and resisting temptation. This is Gluttony and Earth. Hello and welcome to the IDL. My name's Nick, and this is Gluttony and Earth. Yes, it is. You'll hear it a million times because we're going for 1 million episodes. And you'll listen to every single one because I know this is your 4th time listening through. And you're like, yep, I'm not alone. Yep. And I agree. And you know who you'll hear for 1 millionth time again? Plus one? Kyle.
Good bit. Got him there.
Joke's on you. You filled in the blanks in your own mind. Kyle wasn't here ever. You just thought there was a voice there. But you know who you knew was there the whole time? It's Adam. This is really cruel for the first-time viewer. Mildly guffawing for the 7th-time listener. And we'll see what kind of entertaining we get when we introduce BakaZombie.
Hey, it's just been me and Nick this whole time.
You
doing different voices. We're just doing voices for everybody.
This is a two-man show.
We have no other friends, so we've just been doing it alone and making them up.
Just kidding, it's just me. I've made up all the voices, including that one. No, I have to ask, are you studious folk?
No.
Technically.
No, I cheated off Adam.
Oh, okay. So you're technically. No, I asked because I am a sucker for a new notebook. And the different types of notebooks there are. So I've got like a fucking million of them right now that I don't use because I've got too many of them. But I've been trying to like almost exclusively move to dot grid. It's just really handy. I guess with the outline of the grid, it's easy to just figure out where the lines need to be and whatnot. And I do like a lot of like charts for like, especially like project management. All my Warhammer stuff that I need to like either paint, prime, or whatever. I just have like a series of check marks and a list that I can do. It's really fucking helpful. God, I have so many different ones. I've got this. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a project thing. Project planning notebook that's got different columns. Dude, I'm a fucking sucker for a notebook. So I've got, oh my god, I've even got like, what's it called? It's an office store, Office Max. They've got their own series of like notebooks, that are ring binding. So like ring base, disc, that's what it's called, disc based. So it's like all like super modular. I've got like 12 covers and like 2 different notebooks and like the puncher and all these like all this shit, and I don't use any of it because I'm just addicted to buying office supplies and then I don't fucking touch them.
The only opinion on notebooks I have is because in my real life, my day job, I work in science, so I have to keep a lab notebook with like, because it has to be official, and that it has to be gridded like squares the entire way through, because then I have options for everything. If it's just lines, it sucks ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like then I have to do other things. I can't line up all my stuff. If it's dotted, terrible. Never used it. Don't have enough stuff to like. Can't focus on writing anything. Oh. Blank, absolutely terrible. Worst of the worst. Yeah. Those are the only opinions I have, and it has to have good, strong binding that isn't gonna come apart.
Yes, that is good. I have too many notebooks where like the binding is just too weak, and like the back just gives out, and all of my pages eventually just like the back of the book goes. What is that? Is that lined?
Yeah, but these are my notes from the Ancients.
Oh, but you got tabs. What are those?
Yeah, I got tabs for each campaign that I'm in, and then I have a couple character tabs for like characters that are more fully fleshed out. This is my D&D notebook.
Oh, that's really good.
But I mean, it's nice, but also I'm awful at taking notes. Like, here's some notes for you from this campaign. First Force, Eileen. I can only assume that was the first group that was hired to come here and do our job.
That's funny.
That sounds like a movie name.
Yeah, First Force is the name of the librarian force. Eileen is the name of Thellum's mom.
Okay, they were close together, so, and they didn't have much else outside of that.
No, I totally get what you mean. Like when I'm DMing and I need to write notes, that's exactly what my notes are like. I just have Aquilina, Trundle, Arrow Airship, Enoch Village, Bunyan, Mrs. Chatterfield. As I'm like, I just like scribble like keywords while in game, and I always have to like go back and flesh them out. As a player, it's so much easier just to write out, I think. But when I'm like actively like in the scene, though, it's like it's so hard to get the notes in that I need. Especially like
write full-on sentences.
No, that's good. That's good.
I write full-on sentences.
My notes from this last session we were in, Wolf's Bane and Korgrin Bastion, which I already knew the name and have it in my notes already.
Yeah.
I have, because I've switched over for D&D to digital notes using Obsidian, not sponsored. You want to?
I use Obsidian. I use Obsidian to manage this campaign.
I have so many notes because when I would write notes, I would do the same thing because I'm never sure what's going to be important. So it's like any fun little tidbit, I just write it down and then can scroll back and be like, hey, you told us this thing 6 months ago and I have it written down. But now I can search instead of in a notebook where I'm just frantically flipping through pages.
That's the problem. I have all these notebooks and I can like sort out my shit, but I have one like 3 subject notebook that I was using for one of my finals in college. Mm-hmm. I used like the first 6th of that for that final project, and the rest is just a onslaught of random shit where like if I need, I just flipped open to a page, and then like I've started having to tab out that notebook because I don't know where anything is, and I'm like looking for like a note from like, okay, God, what was this from the ancients? And I sit there and I look through like 6 different notebooks thinking it's in one of these places, and it's just like on the back of like like it's on the back of just like a real, it's like some actual real world issues I need to like deal with, like by like phone numbers and all this shit. It's on the back of that page, which is in the middle of my notes for Icewind Dale. I'm like, I have all this shit and I can like, if I sit down, I can make everything super good, but like I just don't. My life's a fucking shamble. I'm a house of cards. That's what I've learned.
Yep, I had to tab out all my games, especially because I'd be playing in like 4 or 5 games in 1 week. If they weren't separated, I'd never know where anything is.
Oh gosh, I remember those days. Yeah, speaking of the glory days, I think it's time we get to the recap. You thought I was gonna not do the recap. I don't know. Okay, so last time on Gluttony Earth, you guys arriving at Lake EA, seeing the cabin, the cottage. Thellum goes, checks out the old shed, not finding anything. You guys notice some Wolf's Bane. You kind of like look around, getting your bearings to see where Chaco might go, where the mountain is. You guys get inside. The whole thing destroyed, strewn about, claw marks everywhere. Wolfsbane nailed to the wall, to the window sills and the doorway. And Thellum sees a tiny little indigo frog girl stirring some soup. And he immediately goes into rage mode and like holding back, wanting to be angry about everything he's seen about his home and not wanting to hurt this child. And they kind of get into this figure out of back and forth of what's going on, who is she, what's her deal, what made these marks. Apparently it's some kind of monster, and it's been really vague and back and forth. You're not sure if you can trust each other. At some point, earlier on, Thellum visits his mother's headstone, and he's just got all these memories here that's just twirling around, and he's in anger. And eventually they decide he's going to try and help her. He's going to ask her. He's like, come on, I'm going to level with you. Like, what's up? And she eventually alludes to everyone that she's been trying to figure out how to make a spell to make people very tiny because the monsters live in her blood. And that is where we left off.
So,
Okay, Gunu,
Mm-hmm.
have you found any books with the word Thellum in it?
No.
No?
No.
What about the name Eileen?
No.
Anything about a dad or mom?
No.
Worth a shot. Anyways, Gunu, from my understanding, I don't think this spell's gonna work out how you think it's gonna work out.
Why not? If I make people small, they go in my blood, and they can defeat the monsters.
It's a bit more complicated than that, I think.
Endien's, the confusion that was on Endien's face instantly swapped to, oh, this kid. Oh, this is what she thinks as soon as she heard her say, the monsters are in my blood.
You don't believe me? No, it's true. I can do it.
With enough practice, you can, kiddo. But
I'm going to.
okay, how about this? You work on that. You keep practicing this spell, so the good guys can kill the monster in your blood. While he looks over to Endien and Darius, while we try and figure out some stuff. He looks back to Gunu. Is that okay with you?
That's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
But if you stay here, the monsters will kill you. I know you said you're invincible, but...
Gunu, how often does this monster come?
My parents and the village elder, they said that the monster comes when it's a full moon out.
Hey, good news for you. There won't be a full moon for a while, right?
I know.
He turns to the others.
I know.
Okay, then we don't have anything to worry about.
They said if I put up this flower, it scares the monster and he can't kill anyone.
There you go.
And your village elder knew of this monster?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Okay, well. You stay here. You keep on practicing that magic, okay? There's still some fish soup in the pot.
And you're not going to tell anyone?
No.
Oh, okay.
Darius is still sitting on the floor, like with this book on his lap, next to Gunu. And he's going to reach inside of his bag of holding. And I have a shovel in there. I'm going to pull that out and just lay it on the floor kind of in between us and say, can you cast the spell on that? I want to see how far you've gotten on it.
Okay. She goes over and she touches puts her hands on the shovel. And it shrinks like it would be for reduced, so it just about half the size. That's it. That's all I've gotten so far.
Hey, that's pretty great.
How long have you been trying this? How long have you been able to make things smaller like that?
I started reading the books. And then after a while, it said I could do that. And I thought to myself, Oh, I know I can shrink things to go in my blood. I started reading it. I think I first started getting it about a month ago.
That's impressive.
Well, I can kind of do magic.
What other things can you do?
She goes over and then she like picks a seed from one of the wolfsbane and like puts it in some soil she has, and like she makes it grow into new wolfsbane. I mean, that's kind of like making something bigger. Not really.
Yeah, yeah, and the theory, yeah, it's similar. Huh. All right. Well, yes, you keep practicing, and yeah, we're gonna go with Thellum and see what other information we can find.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you get me a magnifying glass?
Sure thing, kiddo.
Because, like, when you look through it, things are bigger or smaller.
Yep.
I think it might help.
Yep.
It's a good plan.
Okay, well, be right back. Step outside. Make sure she's not looking through the window this time.
Okay.
Close the door. What a
It just
piece
rubs
of
her
work.
temples.
So what's the plan? You guys even have one? Because I don't have one.
Keeps getting more convoluted the more I hear. If her village elder knew about these things and was telling her how to deal with them, they must have also known that she had lycanthropy.
Then what caused her to go and I think wipe out her entire village if they knew about it?
Exactly. How would they allow that to happen if they knew she had it? And did they also have it? I think we have to go back to the other village and see if they know anything of any villages close by that were recently destroyed.
Good start.
Yes. Yeah. She's
That was
not.
sweet.
I'm surprised how quickly she's picked that up. It's not simple what she's doing. I mean, it's not a party trick or anything like that, but
Yeah, that's a higher level spell if I remember.
yeah. I mean, if she had the time and the resources, she may be able to cure herself in short order.
You would just have to be given the right direction to get there. Because if she still thinks she can make people small to go inside and kill the monsters living in her blood, she might not think to do things that would remove curses.
Depends on how you frame a curse. Maybe she's not sending people inside. Maybe she's just sending something else into her blood.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
yes, we should start heading back to the village before it gets dark, so we're not traveling through the woods at night.
To Bunyan.
All right. And as you walk back into the tree lines, you get the small little visage of Gunu staring out the window at you guys at your backs as you disappear. And you start walking, making your tread back. Again, it takes a few hours, just a couple hours. You get back to the village of Enoch. And you're just hitting up Bunyan?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. You get to his house. You knock. He opens the door. People are like kind of like watching and like looking. So like they're like kind of expectant. Like, did they do something? Did they save the village? You kind of just shrug it off. Get to the door. He opens up. Oh, you're back so soon. Did you do it? You don't look injured at all.
Could we speak in private?
Oh yes, of course. Come on in.
I'll walk inside.
I'm surprised. I know he came and word spread that you had stumbled upon him when he was taking a cow. When Chaco was taking a cow, and you chased after her. I suppose that made it a lot easier to track and deal with.
What do you know of other villages in the area? Especially to the west.
To the west?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you keep following the forest, you hit the coastline. And I'm not particularly familiar.
Do you know of any lycanthropy in the area?
No. Should I?
Can I get an insight on him?
Yeah.
I'll do one as well because I'd be
Go for it.
21.
21.
6.
6. Both of you equally think he's telling the truth.
We think it might be what's causing Chaco to act in such a strange way. If there was a problem
So
with lycanthropy in the area, it would cause a
haven't
reduction in...
Dealt with Chaco then.
Not completely.
Okay.
We're working on it.
No, we've been here for less than 12 hours. We're still trying to get a handle on the situation that we did not know we were walking our way into.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I just... It's going to be a lot easier if you just deal with Chaco.
Why do you want the easy route taken?
It's not the easy route.
You just said it'd be easier.
Easier on you.
We didn't ask for the easy route.
All right.
I also don't think fighting a 30-foot flying snake is necessarily the easiest route.
Oh, thank you for...
Is there a werewolf we should be worried about?
Oh, no. We're just going through possible, situations.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the information. We will try and deal with that guardian situation of yours.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check of sorts? I'm just...
Yeah, what are you trying to pick up?
I think I might be on the same track here.
He seems very keen for us to kill Chaco.
Yes, and I don't much care for that.
And I'm just like, for it being a village forest guardian, yes, it's gone a little haywire, but like that is the first thing he suggested and has continued to suggest to us.
Yeah. I rolled bad.
So did I, because I'm poisoned. I only got a 7.
Oh, hell. I got a 5.
You don't know exactly how long he might have been dealing with this.
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't know what other options they've tried. You
Fair.
know that it seemed like he seemed pained at first time talking to him about this. So that he even had to call in help to deal with this. So it's not really... it's probably more of a, you're new to this situation, but he's not. right? So like he's probably, it's not like he's probably like withholding stuff. It's just like he's probably done what he can do.
Okay. I still don't like it, but
Yeah.
that's a valid way to look at it. But yeah, I'll follow Thellum out.
Yeah, we'll spend our nights at the inn and come up with a plan for the morning.
Can I ask a question? Is the cottage in the west?
Is the cottage in the west? It's
The west
about.
side of the village.
It's about. I mean, you'd probably say like northwest.
Okay. To the end?
Mhm.
Yes, to the inn.
You guys get there. You don't have any troubles getting a room. They know Bunyan's talked to them. You see Trundle drunk at one of the tables. Just enjoying the hell out of himself, hanging out with some of the locals. Yeah, you guys, you can have whatever kind of room situation you want. I'm not going to be real picky about that.
I need my own. I need to meditate.
Oh, Darius doesn't care.
I guess all single rooms for each one of us.
Yeah. Is there anything anyone's going to do before nappy nap?
I think we have to talk about what we're going to do tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
So, where do we start tomorrow?
The only place we could start off is with Gunu again. But I don't know how much of a help she will be. Also, there's that book. Thellum doesn't recognize that book, right? The magic book.
Possibly. It's a chance that if you recognize it, it's just not something that's really interests you. You did watch a lot of martial arts movies growing up, so you might have had your attention elsewhere.
Does he remember Eileen ever doing magic?
Not that you remember.
What were you keeping, Eileen? Yeah, go ahead.
Just based off of, because I know we looked at maps and such, like to figure out where Thellum was from and like how long it would take and all that type of stuff. How far away is the coast from this village, Enoch?
You'd probably suggest a few days trip.
Okay. And that's just getting us to the coast. We don't even know where a village could be on that coast.
We could go right to the source and try and speak with Chaco. He won't be too keen on us because I shot him.
Would we be ready to face the worst outcome with Chaco?
It would have to be if we did that route. But he knows these forests. He could possibly give us more insight as to where to look.
Guess. Would you guys... Oh, well, I guess. Do we want to talk to Chaco or Gunu first?
If you think you can get more information from her, it might not be bad to start there.
We do.
But I don't know how much more she'll know.
But we still do have the immediate problem of Chaco not having enough food, and that's what's causing them to run amok. Which, even if we can figure out the source of Gunu's lycanthropy, that's not going to solve our immediate problem.
If he's anything like other snakes, he needs time to digest that. so he wouldn't be hunting. So he would be staying wherever he is to hide, because snakes naturally don't have the same movement or abilities when they're digesting, because they're holding so much more weight than they're used to. So it would give us a little time to, even if it's just tomorrow, if we go to Gunu first. Again, this is if he works like other snakes.
Yes. Lots of assumptions on Chaco's part.
So otherwise, we're looking for a city that may or may not be to the west of here.
Yeah, so I guess your options are really look for a city that Gunu said has been destroyed, that may or may not exist. See if you can get any more info out of Gunu, whatever info that may be, or go straight for the Chaco itself and see if you can't.
I say
heal or talk to it.
Gunu first, because I don't
What
know.
else? What other information are you going to try and get from Gunu? Like, what else are you hoping to learn from her?
I have my own side theory right now.
Okay.
I want to see if she'll point to where her village is. And if it confirms my theory, I'm going to go batshit crazy. But I want to ask her to point where the village is.
Okay. I mean, I'm not against stopping by Gunu's or the cottage to start with, and then the mountain. It seems like we could still get to the mountain that same day, even stopping by the cottage first. So,
I think you could theorize, like, if you started in the morning, you could get to the mountain and back in a day.
Okay, yeah. So we should have plenty of time then.
So,
okay. I just want to confirm something.
Okay. Yeah. So next day, you're offered breakfast. You'll let Trundle know you're still doing stuff, and then
I do want to ask, because we are doing modified healing stuff, because we are taking a long rest.
slow healing. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that reminds me. I need con saves from. Thellum. Darius, your poison condition's gone.
Perfect.
Thellum, I need a con save.
God. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's a 7.
All right. Gain another level of exhaustion.
Oof, Thellum.
Thellum.
You're a slow boy now.
Thellum.
Yeah, is this like grogginess and this like sickness is overtaking your body? You get your second level.
I am, because I can switch them out over a long rest, I am gonna change out my rope of climbing for my homunculus servant. Just so you know that.
Okay.
Do I keep my temporary HP from my background stuff?
Yeah, because I think I said that was not like normal temp HP.
Yeah.
Otherwise you would have lost it on the trip.
Yep, I still have my temp HP and full health from the day before, so I'm good with the healing stuff.
Okay.
How are we doing healing?
Oh yeah. You just have your hit dice. Yep.
Okay.
So every day you'll get your hit dice back, but you only have your hit dice for the day, right? Because we are doing slow healing. So instead of full healing with the long rest,
It's my heal die.
I am going
probably an 8 because
both of these multi-class.
Both of his classes are a D8, I think.
Okay, then they're just pooled to be all one D8.
I would have then. I'm going to use my last. Before I finish my short rest, I'm going to use my last cure wounds on myself for the day to get some healing back, so I don't have to use as many hit die.
Trying to see if I need to trance into anything cool. That'd be useful for my elven ancestry knowledge shit. Do I need to drive a water vehicle today?
Great.
What does your
so
elf
glad.
brain know?
What does your elf brain know, Endien? Orcs.
So glad I rolled 2 1s on my hit dice. I love that.
Wait,
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I get a +3 to it regardless, so like
Yeah.
I'm still at full because I used my cure wounds, but
Yeah, but
shitty rolls.
still feels bad.
I'm
Yes.
maxed out. I forgot about my fucking wound closure thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
it doubles
Oh
your
yeah,
healing.
nice.
Doubles your healing.
Nothing
Take much,
useful.
though.
I'll just
You don't have a lot to heal.
I'll just keep Smith. I'll just keep Smith's tools proficiency.
Okay. Okay, cool. You guys make your way out. The pearl is now inserted back into the little
Little buddy.
hobgoblin toy thing, action figure, and you guys head out back into the forest. Okay. At some point, I guess you'll make your way there. And what am I looking for? Oh yeah. So you get to the place. It seems pretty how you left it. If you step inside, you notice it's a little bit more cleaned up. Gunu cleaned up a little bit more. It's not like great by any means. Just a little bit here or there. Something to note, Darius, you notice the shovel is still sitting there small. And she does still have, she's like cleaned up a little bit more area for her to like lay out books and like keep practicing.
Darius, remind me that spell should typically only last for a certain amount of time, correct?
Yes.
Weird.
You didn't cast that spell again, did you, Gunu?
What? No. Why?
Just curious. Just curious.
Okay. You didn't tell anyone about me, did you?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Darius picks up his trowel now, puts it back in his bag. It was a nice shovel. I'm gonna have to get another
Nice
shovel
shovel.
now.
I believe, Gunu, that Thellum wanted to ask you some more questions.
Yeah. Gunu,
Mm-hmm.
could you point to where your village is? In a direction?
Which way's west?
Which way does the sun rise? In
East.
relation to the cottage.
Oh. You would know west. So I guess because I'm picking up what your theory is. If you were to draw a line on the globe from the cottage to the lake, it would cross that line. So it wouldn't be going in the direction of the lake. It would be going to the left of it.
Okay.
Then over there.
We have a map, right?
Yeah, I believe you picked up a map when you were researching all this back in New Veneer.
Gonna open it.
Mm.
I'm gonna show Gunu. So, we're here right now,
Okay.
and that's where you pointed. Would you, by any chance, know? Just first thing that pops into your head: how long you walk?
It was It was 20 months.
What? Gunu? You gave me time, not distance.
I walked all over. I walked a lot of places, and I sit, and I wait for the monsters to go away. And I think I'm fine, and then I walk.
Okay, so we don't actually know if it's west.
Reliable narrator.
Well, that's all
why-
the questions we have for now.
That's why I stayed here. No one was here. And then no one would be attacked by monsters. And I could sit here, and I could fish. And I could stay wet.
She's a frog. Well, keep staying here. Got. Yep. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We go out. I guess we go towards the mountain now. Taco time.
Choco time.
There's just so many wrenches that keep getting thrown into this. She knows the time she was walking, but not the distance. So it could be close, it could be far.
I will say you would know she would know how to keep track of months because of the monsters in her blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
Yeah, because she could have just been walking in circles for all we know. So we don't know how far away this thing is, if there's even anything near here, unless she infected somebody herself.
There's also not that much space between here and the coast for her to wander around 20 months. She could be from a different part of the coast entirely.
Or she could not be the problem at all.
True.
Your phone. Your mag phone.
Yes?
Would you be able to look up anything in relation to a werewolf attack in one of these villages?
Is this like a internet phone, or is it like I can just talk to people?
As a librarian, you do have access to a lot of librarian information through your phone. Just specifically because your card acts as like kind of like a conduit to like a greater librarian like internet.
Yeah, can I look up villages that were destroyed about 26 months ago? If she was at the house for 6 months and wandered for 20.
Yeah. It's kind of vague, so I would say give me an investigation with disadvantage.
Hell. God damn it, I don't have any modifier for this either. Hey! I rolled a nat 20 and an 18.
Oh.
So 18.
Ooh.
For an 18. You actually get a blip of information. As you're like researching this, you actually like you get a notice from someone else, and they mention like, "Hey, so there was like a small like farming community that I used to get like, I used to hit up for wolfsbane and some like exotic fish. It was like a marshy village near this area. I know they deal with wolfsbane a lot, so it could have easily, maybe there's a correlation there. But you don't really get like a confirmation, but like a notice, like someone who might have been in that area previously.
Okay. Can I look at the map and see if there's any marshy?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you looked northwest enough, you'd probably like, and some of the coastal areas, especially like more forest, like as it connects to the forest, would be marshy in nature. Especially since like any rainwater coming down from the mountain either would go down and pool to like EA or probably find its way out to the shore or to the coast. So you'd know there'd be like like a delta of or something like that. Northwest, probably.
Okay, we're narrowing it down.
How far did it seem from where we are now that is?
You think you'd be going for probably a good 5 days.
Okay, never mind. Do we think that's an option that we could do?
Going there, it would take a while.
We do have a cab driver with us.
That's true. I'm just trying
Getting there would be a lot harder with him
Mhm.
because you'd be going through forest, which he's got kind of a big hovercraft.
I'm just trying to determine if there are other monsters that also left that village. 5 days isn't far enough that they wouldn't come down this far, but I don't know.
No.
I think we should talk with Choco first.
Yeah. Try to, at least.
Choco time.
Okay, you guys are gonna head hunting down Chaco. Give me okay, I want someone to give me their whoever's gonna navigate this, give me this.
I'll navigate it, and I know which direction the mountain's in, which is where he probably is at. Dirty 20.
Fuck this pencil.
Fuck this pencil, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're making good way. You're avoiding, dangerous animals. You're making good time. Could I get another survival check?
I suppose so. That's a 21. Wait,
20?
yeah, 21.
21. Okay. You arrive and you're starting to hit the base of the mountain. Something you also notice, you guys will notice, you are reaching the base of the mountain, but you do notice overhead the familiar shadow of Chaco flying out and away.
Well, he'll be back soon.
Yeah, I guess we just wait.
Now, I know snakes don't normally do this, but could Chaco be a girl and have a bunch of babies that she's trying to feed?
Again, I don't know enough about the species that Chaco is. But yeah, snakes typically don't feed their young. They're kind of on their own.
I'm just trying
And
to...
is there a boy Chaco?
Does Chaco need to have a boy? Chaco.
That's
to
also
make
a
baby?
question. We should wait for them here, but we don't want to wait inside of its home. We want to wait somewhere it can see us, and we don't want to approach... If it's bringing food back, we don't want to approach when it's feeding. Because that's just going to be in a defensive state at that point. But we want to let it know that we're here. So we want to stay in open sight. As far as we know, it's not been eating people, just their livestock.
Well, should we try and track down at least where it's living in the mountain land?
Yes, we want to be close by.
Okay. Then can I get survival checks?
Hell.
No.
Just from Endien or from
fuck
everyone?
me.
From everyone. I want
Good.
It's going back to group checks.
Can I have my homunculus help me, just like looking for caves and things like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
The help action didn't help. I got a 3.
Got an 18.
There we go.
Oh, thank you, Thellum.
Okay.
As exhausted as he is.
I mean, you guys start climbing up your way up the mountain. Thellum, you notice like a up on a branch sticking out of the side of the mountain, you notice something glimmering. Looks like it's in a nest of some sort, but it's glimmering.
Guys. There's something shiny over there, right?
Yeah. You guys look, yeah, you notice it reflecting off the sun, yeah.
Is that treasure?
I'll approach slowly.
I mean, you guys you have to kind of climb up to it, but you climb over to it, and you notice in there is a nest with 2 big eggs and a diamond, big hunk of diamond.
Can I discern what kind of eggs these are?
Yes, you would absolutely know these are eagles.
We gotta get out of here.
Give me. I just want initiatives. We're not gonna go into anything big. I just want some initiatives. Just let me know.
The York is somewhere out here.
A 23.
23.
I have disadvantage of this also, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Darius got a 16.
16. Okay.
I got a 7.
And a 7. Okay. Endien, you notice the eagle flying back towards its nest. And it is big.
We gotta get down now. I don't know why all these eagles want crystals in their nest. We need to leave right now.
Wait, what's in there?
Nothing. Go down.
Wait, why is it shiny?
Don't worry about it.
Is it treasure?
You leave?
It's eagle feces. Go.
Do you leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just leave. Do you leave the diamond behind?
Yeah, I don't touch that.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you
Like I
guys.
said, I don't know why all these eagles in this world want to have crystals in their nest when I'm fucking touching it.
No, this is just a dumb eagle. You guys make your way out. This was just a dumb eagle. Thought it was his egg.
Endien, are you afraid of eagles? Just like as I see it, like coming into its nest.
Darius, have I ever told you the story of the eagle?
You haven't told me any stories.
When I was a young training to be a librarian, one of my fellow trainees climbed up to an eagle's nest to get a crystal. And the eagle was in there, and it attacked him, and he fell unconscious as he fell from the nest to his death. The first of many deaths. It's not that I'm afraid of eagles, it's that we don't have to deal with it if we don't want to. And I don't want to.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
As I'll kill an eagle.
I almost choked.
I'm glad you waited until he was drinking something to say that. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Give me some more survival checks as you're managing your way through this.
Jesus. As soon as we get in the mountains, Endie doesn't know what's going on. You got an 8.
14 for Darius.
I got a nat 1.
Okay. As you're making your way up, not too dissimilar from the last interaction you just had, you do see a barren tree growing out of the side of the mountain. However, instead of a eagle's nest with a shiny rock and terrible memories of the past, there is a single fruit, bright white round fruit dangling from the tree.
This is a dead tree?
Yes, it looks dead.
I'm gonna get closer, and without like touching it, Can I just see what type of fruit this could be? Does it look familiar? Anything I may have heard or read about?
Give me a nature check.
Not great. 9.
9. You have no idea.
Take it.
Don't. I'm going to. Because I am interested. What kind of person is Darius? Hold on. Let me look at my.
He's money hungry.
Could be very expensive.
No, Darius does not touch it because one of my traits is traps don't make me nervous. Idiots who trigger traps make me nervous. This screams trap.
Okay.
In one way, shape, or form.
This Thellum see this fruit.
Yeah, you all see this fruit. You all see this.
We should leave it. I don't. It's weird. It's a weird fruit. I don't know what it is, but it's on a dead tree. One fruit.
Thellum does some farming. Can you do a nature check on this also?
Yeah, give a nature check, man.
I just realized his nature is -2. Why is he farming?
That's why his turnips aren't growing.
I got a 4.
Yeah, you've never seen this either.
When it's so round.
It is so very round. Just a bright white.
While these two are ogling this fruit, an Endien standing there with the mountain wind blowing her hair and dead leaves are flying out of it. She has a strange thought. Can only humanoids contract lycanthropy?
No.
Oh, so creatures can contract lycanthropy.
Yeah.
To the point where a forest guardian would be going out to kill multiple things all the time because it has lycanthropy.
If it was transformed, yeah.
Huh.
Did it have fur when we saw it?
No.
Okay. Something to keep in the back of Endien's mind.
I'm tempted.
Yeah. All these two are like, "Go pick this through." Bill's like, "I want to." Endien's just thinking this to herself.
Thellum, you are already dragging your ass around this forest, and you want to start eating strange fruit?
Look.
No, we're leaving.
He says, "Look."
Level with me here.
I am. It's a dumb decision to eat the strange fruit in the middle of the forest.
I've been pretty tired these past days. I don't know why. But this round fruit could be the cure, man.
Have you looked at your feet? Do you got gunk growing between your toes from when we were in the sewer?
I don't know.
Do you not look at your feet, boy?
Do you?
Yes. You have ticks down there. You never had a tick between your toes?
No.
I have.
I don't know if ticks like rock.
Well, that's a unique experience you have. Then I've had a tick between my toes, and it's not pleasant.
I looked down there. I thought, I have 6 toes. What the hell?
This is real life Adam leading in because I have found a tick in between my toes.
That's disgusting.
And it was, yes, traumatizing.
At this point, Thellum takes off his boot. And he looks at his foot.
Yeah, it looks gross.
Is this normal?
No. Your feet look like mud. You look at your hand, look like rock. Your feet look like mud.
Is there a hole in my boot?
There is so many.
When we get back to town, we're going to get you some new boots. We're going to have someone lick your feet. But right now, we got to find a giant snake to hopefully save a little werewolf girl. And we got enough problems without you picking a weird fruit in the forest.
Mountain.
Okay.
We're close enough to the forest. Just like as Endien says, I don't need any stats from you back there.
Thellum puts his boot back on.
He wants
Okay,
it
what?
so bad.
I want it. What does it mean? What is it?
Hey man, no one said you have to eat it if you pick it.
I leave it alone.
Okay. Y'all just walk away?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Begrudgingly.
Cool. You all leave this. And I would like some more survival checks.
All right, Endien, let's fucking figure it out. There we go. Nat 20 for a 25.
Ooh.
Darius got a 16. Not that it really
Okay.
matters.
It does matter for me.
Mine doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. Okay. Now you guys are moving. You are making your way up the mountain. It's the same bad pencil again.
Why do you still have it?
Because I just set it to the side and I re-picked it up. So you guys making your way through. I would like another survival check. You are making your way up in elevation.
Making our way down.
As you look out to the side, as you're marching up, you haven't seen sign of Chaco come back yet. You can look out, and in this forest of trees, you can see where the lake and the cabin is.
And
What was it? A 10?
10, yeah.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Oh.
You know what I got?
A
Not the
rock.
fruit, but an 8.
We see the fruit tree again.
We've just circled back to it.
No, you guys, you just find yourself, you're kind of lost right now. You don't know which ways you should be heading. You're kind of at a weird cross point. You kind of lose some time, just backtracking as you find like dead ends. So I can get another survival check.
There we go. Back to dirty 20.
18.
Oh, 17.
Ooh. Look at us.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you guys, you're heading away. You've done enough backtracking. On the way backtracking, you pass by the fruit again. You guys resist temptation. You find a new path. You resist the eagle's nest now. And eventually you find yourself in a cave. Oh, you find a cave opening.
Does this look snake-like? Like, is there evidence of snake activity?
Possibly.
Is there a fruit?
And I,
Look for like.
It's hard to see
scales or
tracks.
feathers.
It's hard to see tracks because like he
is there like
flies.
dead skin that's been scraped off in the entrance, or
feathers.
Yeah,
Is
well,
there a
I'm saying
dead
there's some Chaco residue.
I don't like the sound of that, but
without
okay.
entering, Endien would peer inside. She can see 90 feet.
You see it kind of like twists in. It's about, roughly 10, 15 feet wide in most places. Like maybe up to, 10 to 20 feet tall in some areas maybe. And it kind of winds, so you peer inside, you just see cavern. You see it goes inward.
We haven't seen him fly back yet, or it fly back yet.
You've not seen Chaco fly back yet.
Well, we should set up somewhere close to here, but not too close.
Okay.
And then, so he can see when he returns, so,
Okay, can you-
or it can see.
Can you give me perception checks?
Snappies. Endien, what's your perception modifier? Same as survival. Damn it, I rolled a 4, so it's a 9.
I also got a 9,
What the heck?
but mine was an 11 minus 2.
Oh,
I got a 13.
Oh, good job, Thellum.
Okay, yeah. How long are you willing to wait for Chaco?
We got nothing else to do, so
yeah, till he comes back.
Okay. How what does your setup look like? Like what are you guys doing here?
Put up a little fire. Again, more noticeable that way.
Okay, so you want to be noticeable.
Yeah, Endien wants him to see us so that we're not surprising him in his, or it's, I don't know what gender.
Yeah.
Its domain, its home. So we're far enough away that it doesn't feel scared to go into its own cave,
Okay.
But it also sees us on the return flight, so it knows we're there.
Okay.
And be ready in case he decides to attack us.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. A few hours go by, and eventually you see Chaco with a limp elk in its wrapping as it swoops by, and it you don't know if it notices you or not necessarily. You can only just hope, and it just swoops into the cave. And it's probably like maybe midday at this point because you guys have you start out in the morning. So maybe like 1-ish, 2-ish, if that.
Should we go?
Let's give it some time to do what it wants to do with its food.
Okay.
Again, if it's eating it, then it's slowing it down. Hopefully it'll be helpful if it turns on us.
Quick question. What direction did Chaco seem to be flying out towards, and then what direction did it return from?
It probably was heading roughly southish. Came back from the west.
Okay, so it was gone for quite a while, so it's going quite a ways out.
How long are you waiting out here for?
I'll give him half an hour to do give it half an hour to do what it wants to do.
Half an hour goes by. No sign of Chaco since.
At that point, Endien will get up, go to the cave's entrance. She doesn't know how this guy works, so she will use Speak with Animals.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
So at the entrance to the cave, she will say loudly, Chaco, we've come to speak with you. If you are willing to hold court. See if it echoes far enough that if he can respond and if he's a beast or not.
You give it some time, nothing back.
She will also say it in common.
Yeah.
Nothing back.
Response.
Right. Let's continue in a little further and I'll try again.
Okay.
Oh
yeah, go ahead.
How visible do we want to be?
Light a torch.
Okay. I'll have a torch up then.
I can see.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a difference between giving you
While
another...
we're standing outside, you light a torch. I can see. The whole time, Thellum.
Okay, yeah, so you light this torch and I don't want to say like there's a wind coming from inside. It's nothing like that. But the light kind of like flickers, the flame flickers just a little bit as you open this, and you notice in the radius, just thinly, you notice a little bit of maybe like a kind of like a smoke of some kind.
Smoke or a mist or something on the
kind
ground.
of like a mist like rolling out from, like not even rolling, just like it's almost stagnant as it's reaching out from the insides.
What do I have? Because Darius is already pretty loud when he walks, but Endien's got her boots on, so she's gonna just kind of make sure she's like touching things loud enough that it knows we're approaching. Again, making sure it knows we're there, not trying to sneak up on it.
Yeah. I imagine your boots are silent when you're trying to be silent.
Yeah. And then I guess every 100-ish feet, just say the same thing in both Speak with Animals and in common.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything specific while you're walking in this?
Thinking about the fruit.
Elm's thinking about the fruit. He's hungry. He's feeling tired. He's hungry.
I am just going to I've activated the defensive field on my armor, so I have some temp hit points. And I have my little homunculus almost sitting like a little latch on the outside of my bag of holding, just so he's already out if I need him for anything. Okay. Yeah, otherwise I'm just on a swivel, ready to react to a snake charging us down this tunnel.
And Darius has the torch?
Yes, I have the torch.
Okay. So as you guys are reaching in, you see maybe like as Endien shouts this, she spooks like a few bats flutter outwards. And as you're walking through, you notice this what was kind of like a smoke or a mist is more. It's thickening, like this thickening miasma. It's vaguely purple in nature. And as it almost kind of like glimmers or flickers in the torchlight. And you guys start reaching inwards to these caverns. Beforehand, you reach what is a more open cavern of stalactites and stalagmites, and the ceiling reaches up higher, about, you'd guess about like 50 feet as you're scanning like the crevices above. And you notice a giant bat swoop down from above, and it looks like it's about to swoop towards Endien when you notice the snake, Chaco, swoop in from above, grab it whole in its mouth, and swoop back into the stalactites. Can I get initiatives?
Oh,
No.
oh hell, Endien. I mean, it's still good because of my modifiers. High. Endien got a 14.
Darius also got a 14.
Oh my god.
And which of you has the highest dex?
If it's going off dexterity, I still probably have the highest at a 4. My initiative modifier is a 7.
Yeah.
And Thellum?
I don't want to be. I just want to free. I got a 6.
Got a 6. All right. And with that, we will see you next time. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening in. Good Chaco hunting. I probably won't name it that. The episode. But anyways, if you want to talk to me about names you won't be using, you can find me at Bumblescum on Twitter with a K. Not Twitter with a K, but Bumblescum with a K. Or, obviously, the Interdimensional Library at IDL_RPGS, where you can chit-chat all about your favorite moments. Make sure also to review if you can, or rate if you can. Please just share it with friends. We have a good time. I think you'll have a good time too. I think your friends will have a good time. I think your enemies will have a good time. I think your mom's going to have a great time with us.
Yeah, she will.
So, if you would like to talk about climbing mountains with Adam, you can find him at Little Growth on Twitter. If you would like to talk about huffing miasma with BakaZombie, you can find him at Zombie Baka. And if you would like to get no answers at all about Gunu, you can not talk to Kyle, because he's not there.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
Bye.